lung, subcutaneous tissues, her left lower leg and left thigh, and a fractured rib. Dr. Daniels would state that the cause of death of Ms. Castleberry was the gunshot wound to the chest, which penetrated her heart and right lung, and that the manner of death was homicide. Dr. Daniels would testify that the gunshot wound to Ms. Castleberry's left leg was not a fatal wound. Dr. Daniels would testify that these findings are accurate to a reasonable degree of scientific and forensic pathological certainty. Dr. Daniels would also testify that Ms. Castleberry would still be ambulatory, i.e. able to move around for a period of time after the gunshots. In addition, Dr. Daniels would not be able to testify as to the order or of the shots or of the wounds. Dr. Daniels would also testify that when he gives directions of an entrance wound, the bullet path, and an exit wound, he does that analysis as per the anatomically correct Leonardo da Vinci model. Depending upon the angle of an individual's body position at the time of an event, Dr. Daniels would not be able to testify concerning an exact opinion upon where the gun might have been in relation to pointing it at the subject's body. Dr. Daniels would also indicate from his report and testify that there was stippling on the gunshot wound to the left leg. Stippling is normally seen with a close-range gunshot wound of 0 to 18 inches. According to Dr. Daniels, it can go as high as 36 inches out, depending upon certain circumstances. Stippling is caused from the heat of materials leaving the barrel of the gun and coming into contact with skin. It can be prevented by clothing in some circumstances. Daniels would testify that a gunshot wound entrance can be categorized as close range or indeterminate range based upon the existence or non-existence of stippling, fouling, or soot. All three are caused by heat or materials leaving the gun and coming into contact with the skin surface. However, the absence of stippling, fouling, or soot can be explained by a barrier in between the barrel of the gun and the surface of the wound. Every coroner's report is accompanied by a toxicology report. The toxicology report measures substances that were in the decedent's system at the time of her death. In this case, Chief Toxicologist Daniel Baker would testify that the levels of fentanyl and cocaine in Ms. Castleberry's system were high levels. The drugs were consumed within 3 hours before her passing. Furthermore, Dan Baker would testify that the following substances were found in Donna Castleberry's